It don't matter what you do, baby. Keep on crawling back to you, darling. All the shit you put me through, still addicted, I'm a fool, yeah. Just get the fuck out my head.
Listen, baby, you know that you got a motherfucking hold on me. You're like nobody that I've seen. I mean, whoa, mommy, got control on me. I'm a fiend for your toxins, which have grown on me, and it seems that I want them. Got my whole body in routine, it's a nightmare. Flashing back on them in my dreams, and I'm right there. It so happens that extreme's what attracts us. You're the actress to my scene, leaving scratches like I'm scrapping with Wolverine. Nothing in between, it's up high or so low, but we still believe in just why I don't know. You drive me loco, but loco's the mode I live my life in. I know those supposed normal folks think I'm out of my head, out of my mind, or out of my meds. I'm out of my element, never been one to beg, but this shit got me irrational. So I went and got a whiteboard, split down with the positive and negatives, and the negative got more than the positive ever did. Pain it put me through, got me stuck on these fucking sedatives, and ain't no medicine could ever settle this. And there ain't no halo on the head of this. Both of us got a devilish side of us rising up. It been a problem from the genesis. Bite so venomous, I menace on my premises, and still I kinda want you.
What you do, baby. Keep on crawling back to you, darling. All the shit you put me through, still addicted, I'm a fool, yeah. Just get the fuck out my head. And then you told me I should meet you downstairs, 'cause you've been out all night. I guess you're drinking again, and then you say some shit to trigger me, bringing up our history, misery, and we're running in circles again.
Listen, baby, you don't even really know what you could do to me. It ain't new to me, but despite how you brutally fucking ruin me, I just might really truthfully gotta screw with three that ain't tight. 'Cause I'm usually so presumably in the right, but what you see, it's accusing me of my sight. Maybe loosely, you're the fuel for me to ignite, so abusive. But when you're bruising me, it excites this illusion. Keep on luring me to the light, no immunity. When you're wounding me, I don't like that. Rude to me under scrutiny, so I fight back. Yelling fuck that, then we fuck, and I'm right back in this riptide, trying to swim through the white caps. Need a nightcap, son, get me to sleep. Crushing powder on the counter, roll a bill and repeat. Yet still I come back when she yanking my leash. I wonder what that say about me. The results the same, got me out here stuck in the rain. It's utterly insane how we made it fucking sustain for this long. Shit, it must just be the love of the game. I don't wanna point no fingers, both of us are to blame. Keep relating every time we try to snuff out the flame. And no matter what I do, I got you stuck in my brain. You say you hate me, but I know you love me the same. Shit, I guess I'm just a sucker for pain.
What you do, baby. Keep on crawling back to you, darling. All the shit you put me through, still addicted, I'm a fool, oh no. So get the fuck out my head. And then you tell me I should meet you downstairs, 'cause you've been out all night. I guess you're drinking again, and then you do some shit to trigger me, bringing up our history, misery, and we're running in circles again. And we're running in circles again.
Why can't we just be friends? Why we always gotta fight? Why we always gotta focus on that dark instead of following the light? Why can't we just be cool? 'Cause at the end of the night, we're always gonna have our differences, but that's alright. I've been trying to find a light, that sunny side of life. Trying to find a vibe in these life and times, but all I find's a fight. And see now everybody got their fuse lit. It's a world of dynamite, but when you scrapping over that whole pie, there's no time to find a slice. I took my time to find a bite. That food tastes good. They'll take a seat at my table, just like I knew they would. No bickering up in my kitchen, so just say that shit. Cause we just here to give thanks, get the bread and break that shit. So listen, take a minute please, like one, take a hit and breathe. Come to terms within yourself that it's okay to disagree. Y'all know people gon' be people, they gon' label what they see. But I'll break your label maker if you hanging out with me. Just be cool, just be civil, just relax, just a little. You could be on the left or the right, or come chill with me in the middle. Either way, make amends, shake a hand, make a friend. Cause who else gon' have your back up in the end? Why can't we just be friends? Why can't we just be friends? Why we always gotta fight? Why we always gotta fight? Why we always gotta focus on that dark instead of following the light? Why can't we just be cool? Why can't we just be cool? Cause at the end of the night, we're always gonna have our differences, but that's alright. That's alright. If we all don't get along soon, shit, I'ma be real, we all are doomed. Read the room. If we gon' stay divided, I can only assume that this world will only get darker as we go farther into this rabbit hole. Round and round on this merry-go with no common ground to just grab a hold with this polarization all over the nation. Communication at an all-time low as a population. No cooperation, misinformation all over your stations. And they don't want conversation, cause they know that that right there's the foundation of love. And once we realize that, the whole game is done. That power that they hold over us, with unity we take it from. Don't got a friend, start making some, cause all we got is each other. As the rich get richer and the bad guys win, gotta put our faith in a brother, or in a sister, or in a them a day. Cause honestly, yo, at the end of the day, we on the same team. I'm just giving the premise to play, cause life is crazy enough. Let's find a better way. Go spread some love, go make a friend and say, why can't we just be friends? Why can't we just be friends? Why we always gotta fight? Why we always gotta fight? Why we always gotta focus on that dark instead of following the light? Why can't we just be cool? Why can't we just be cool? Cause at the end of the night, we're always gonna have our differences, but that's alright. That's alright. Yeah.
Look, yeah, I came on the scene and I did it alone. I work every weekend, I've been in the zone. Got so many bars, I don't need a phone. They call it a game and I'm looking for thrones. Going through every comment, I'm wondering why everybody been talking and telling me how I'm supposed to be rocking. But really they wish they been doing this all on their own. Negative talk don't faze me, I got real fans who gon' play me. Skill don't work when you're lazy, and I see dreams wasted daily. And I'm going to get it right now, cause nobody been handing it out. Everyone know that I'm playing for keeps. The quicker you get it, the quicker you leave. And I've been working like 10 days a week, never got time to be spending asleep. I've been dreaming up with my eyes open, that 3-1 lead, but I'm not choking. They all cap like caps lock, this the anthem, taking hats off. Not concerned about trash talk, I'm counting down to that blast off. Like whoa, I'm ready to go, don't give advice, you ain't done it before. You think you been ballin', but look at the score. We rockin' that camo, we going to war. Yeah, I'm Tom Brady with a comeback, you falling off like a hubcap. These other rappers are Thursdays, so we talk about you as a throwback. I know who really killing it now, I'm making my family proud. Don't matter what everyone's saying, as long as I'm what they all talking about. Yeah, hit a milli, now they be sitting down, I be moving up. I'm the reason why they be giving up, cause they can't relate. I've been on my way to a better life, had to sacrifice sleeping every night, working overtime, had to pay the price, following my dream. Now I'm on the rise, they be watching me. What a time, what a time. Last year it was on mine, this year I'ma keep it going. New album, you know it's coming. I've been down with the same.
Good morning. What's going on, guys? Sorry, I was outside taking fish out. But we're back. I'm taking a book out of Ryan Matta's stream. I set up the camera a little bit differently. Thank you, Ryan. But what's going on? What's going on? What we were talking about yesterday came to fruition. And let me get the carbon base set up real quick. All right. There we go. That's what we know and love. But just jump into it. Get the chat over here. Dabatola, what's going on, man? Pratish, Harvey, Misa, James, only up from here. Come on, you flip on a dime, James. You flip on a dime. That's okay though. I do too sometimes. Drew, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. So, yesterday while we were playing Call of Duty, we obviously were waiting for Bitcoin and Ethereum to put in higher highs off of these setups. So you can see already I have the TV hub ready to go and make that trade on Ethereum. It has already made it on BTC. You can see I still have the same lettering there from yesterday as well. So I am in that short trade on BTC at the moment because we did trigger it right there on that little wick to the downside. But we're using a little bit larger stop losses, so it's not doing anything. So we took profit on Ethereum, we took profit on the BTC short, and then we re-hopped back in it. And that freed up a lot of available balance. I'll tell you what. I was sitting at like $20 available balance. Now I'm up to 600. So you love to see it. That's pretty much it when it comes to trades. Obviously, LTC is obviously sitting in the background a little bit. I know that we potentially could be putting in a higher high ABC setup right here. I might try to take it, but I'm still contemplating that. So that is to be determined. US 100 having a little bit of a pullback, but we do see that it's not all doom and gloom right now. Obviously, from a macro perspective here on the 4-hour, we have this gigantic bullish ABC to the upside. I'm sure I'm not getting any plosives in the microphone. So obviously on the smaller time frames, 1 hour, 2 hour, we were seeing this formation right here coming off of that uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. And we were kind of, I was thinking, okay, this is kind of bearish. This could obviously push us more further to the downside, especially something of this size. But you can see right here, we are forming an ABC. So it looks like it might want to go for another push to the upside. Definitely looking likely. SPY, not in a similar situation. SPY, like if you're coming from Elliott Wave, you probably are looking at this to be a little bit more bearish. Obviously, we have the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. So you're probably looking for a harsher pullback, which, hey, it could happen. But US 100 is looking good. And then obviously BTC and Ethereum both have positions that could turn bearish very, very quickly. We'll see if there's any divergences attached to them. But once again, it doesn't really influence me all too much. So not really my concern. XMR producing strong uptrend results. Obviously, we have a little bit of an ABC going on right here. So, there could be a top out on XMR as well. XMR, I would love to trade XMR, but the problem is that there's so many transactions happening on XMR and people buy and sell it consistently. So the market just fluctuates way too much for it to be worthwhile, in my opinion. Great coin. Just, I don't think it's a tradable coin just because there's so much going on it. KDA, still kind of chilling out as well. Like I said, I actually would like a little bit more of a dump in the market. If KDA can go touch 70 cents, I think that would be good for the overall coin structure. And then obviously if we can get back with 79 cents, I'll throw some money at it. That's a good setup to me. Macro support, larger ABC structure. Love to see it. AMD still testing my feelings consistently every single day. ADA has kind of a good setup, but it still has not proven to really be worthwhile since it's continuously moving over and under. XRP still sitting below its short position right there. Holding pretty strong resistance. Link also in a topping ABC right here. It looks like the market does want to have another retest to the downside. Kind of confusing with the US 100 being the way it is. We definitely don't have to return to the downside, but I think it would be fun. I think getting that position on KDA, and of course, I mean, this could be a fake out to the upside, and then this is going to be the dump down to 10K, and this might be your last chance to get in it. Don't take that as me being like, this is your last chance, and then you just throw all your money at it. Obviously not financial advice, but that's just my opinion on what I'm seeing. So, like I said, Litecoin, I'll enter that short if I get back below it. I actually have to set up that now. That's at 73.21. Time. Play sound. Crossing down. Trading, come back to it. TV Hub. LTC USDT. 36. 5x leverage. Stop loss. 30%. Prevent pyramiding. Turn that into a sell. I have to refresh it because of that. Sell. 36. Fixed size. Stop loss. Prevent pyramiding. And what am I missing? There we go. What's going on? Anybody got anything to chat about today? Not really much else happening in the news side of things. I did watch Ryan's stream the other day, and apparently he's getting sued or cease and desist from BitBoy. That is absolutely insane to me. I doubt it's gonna go anywhere, and it actually might. BitBoy might be doing people favors. We saw what happened with the Tozy when BitBoy tried to sue him. So I think the same thing will happen to Ryan. I mean, that's the best outcome. I like to see where that goes. Obviously, I don't want anything to happen. But if there is a positive outcome for Ryan, that'd be awesome. Oh, let me go ahead and ship this out to the Discord as well. My chat was bugged. I didn't even see all these messages. Jeez. Shelby, what's going on? Vensu, hello. How you doing? Just counting the hours to the weekend. What's the argument for not taking the new LTC ABC? It's just whenever there's a larger ABC structure versus a smaller one, I always prefer the larger. It's not a bad ABC setup. I probably will end up taking it if it happens. It's just I'm trying to not needlessly take stuff that doesn't need to happen. End of Triple N tonight. Oh, you know it. You worried about what Powell is going to say this afternoon? No. I'm desensitized to it at this point. We have the short setups. If it dumps, I'm not surprised. If it pumps, I actually am surprised, but we'll see. Bro, I need to short 3 baby mamas and 6 kids, spreading it like Genghis Khan and wrecked. Let's go. We got the short setups, but obviously I'm still sitting in longs, and the longs are doing good right now, so we'll see. We'll see. Sushi has a nice setup. I'm good. I'm good. I'm done with it. I'm good. No temptations. I'm not even going to look at it, okay? Thank you for letting me know, though. Appreciate it. Oh, sir, do you only use 1% stop loss, or did you increase it to higher probability subs? I use a 3% stop loss with 3% risk now, and it's something I probably should have done a lot earlier. And the reasoning behind it is when the market cap is lower, it takes less money in order to move it a certain amount of percentage. You know, at $50,000, I don't know what the market cap was, but it was like over $1 trillion. Now we're like at, you know, half that. So it takes half as much money to move it the same amount of percentage. So with that being said, I need to increase my stop losses. If we get back up to 50K, 60K, yeah, I'll tone it back down to a 1% stop loss, because we're not going to really be dealing with that anymore, especially during these types of markets. It's just during the bull market, you know, you bet on the upside, you know what I'm saying? So you can get away with having smaller stop losses, even though the market is a little bit more active going up and down. Bro, your cam takes too much of the screen. It makes me feel weird. I thought it was cooler. I felt like it was more personal, because I mean, I show off everything that I need to show off right here. Do you want me to change it? I'll change it back. Sorry. Hey Kite, if you have taken some lessons from you a long time ago, hey Kite, I have taken some lessons from you a long time ago. Can we meet again? Yeah. So, I do offer the one-on-ones again. They're $50 a piece, and that way you don't have to pay a full one-time session. But it's been such a long time since we've had, you know, like the old one-on-ones. I feel like that kind of expired. Big boy coming at him again. Yeah, apparently, you know, he mentioned him on a live stream or something. Basically said he was gonna sue him. Hello Kite, last stream you showed a restored calculator page. Would you please share it again? It's in the description of this video. You can just hit up the description, and it should be like risk dash reward something. Personally, Ryan has gone full kook with the politics. I get where he's coming from. It's just I went down that rabbit hole very early on in my human career. All right, if you would have met me in the 5th grade, I would have been talking about Mark of the Beast, FEMA camps, all this kind of stuff. And it just seems like as time progresses, they get more and more intricate, and it's just relating to whatever topic's happening at the time. Like back then it was FEMA camps, and you know, RFID chips because of 9/11. Now it's the vaccine. I watched that documentary that's going around, and like I agree with it. So like I come from the point of view where I'm not going to go into like conspiracies. It's like, you know, this is population control, all that kind of stuff. I can see how you can connect dots, but at the same time, I just don't see that personally. I come just from the perspective of it was a rushed vaccine. I get that it was necessary for it to be rushed, but at the same time, I think there is a little more due diligence that needs to be done. So I'm not surprised that there is negative health side effects that are happening to people. It's unfortunate that some of those side effects can be quite deadly, but I don't think it was programmed into it. That's my personal opinion. And obviously the opinion I need to have somewhat in order to not get kicked off of YouTube. So that's where I come from in that whole thing. And obviously with like the whole SBF scandal, like I know, like to me, it's not a big conspiracy. It's more of just nepotism, in my opinion, and just people being put in correct places at the correct time. I don't think it's like a conspiratorial thing where it goes all the way to the top. Just how I see it. Wait, are we live with Kite? Oh, dude, you're live. You're live right now. Yeah, my perspective is, I think humans are. I think humans can be intelligent, but for the most part, we don't make the best decisions. And when people are put into high stressful situations, such as like high governmental jobs, and they realize that the scope of what their job is so crazy that they go, okay, I really can't do much. So what can I do? And most of the stuff they can do is self-interest. So that's what happens. I don't think it's necessarily like evil. I do think what they're doing is wrong. If it is just acting out of self-interest, I think you should do your best to make sure that it's for the good of the people. But at the same time, I understand like the human condition, and I just envision myself in that situation. And I would like to think that I would do the best that I possibly could. But I know at the same time, it's such a crazy thing to be in charge of an entire country, even if it's split up in individual jobs, not, you know, and not just a dictatorship. It's just this crazy idea to have that many people that you have to like look out for. It's insane. Careful, the YouTube gods might smash you. I feel like that's a pretty neutral opinion. All right. I'm not anti-vax in terms of like, oh, they're trying to shove this down your throat in order to kill you and your family. That's not what I'm saying. It's just, you know, I'm just saying it hasn't been out for that long. There needs to be more research. And like in the documentary, it showed like, you know, like the page that comes with it is supposed to be filled out with all the different side effects and like all that kind of stuff. And it's just blank. I feel like I would like that page to be filled out before I take it. That's all. I'm down with taking it, but I need the Carfax. That's all. That's it. I want Kite to read me a bedtime story. His voice soothes me. Yeah, my voice is so weird. It's almost as if I haven't gone through puberty yet, but just enough to make it sound all right. I have such a child voice. But it works. That's why I made so much money with voiceovers. The streams did hit different when I was new to trading. They always hit different back then, dude. I don't like the way that I was trading back in the day, but like I definitely know I had like a different outlook on it, and I was feeling good. This is not the same hoodie. So my cousin Colby used to live with us, and he has the same hoodie. This is actually his hoodie, and somehow during the wash, our hoodies got switched, and he does like lawn care. So like his hoodie has like a bunch of like leaf stains on it, and mine didn't. I got stuck with his. That's okay. I'm fine. You're fine. We're all fine. I do have to turn on the air conditioner though, because I'm actually dying inside right now. You do voice acting on Cameo? No, I did voice acting on Fiverr, and I actually got some like really big gigs off of Fiverr. I worked for the Russians at one point. I'm an inside agent. Just kidding. It was a Russian company, and they were making a 3D modeling app, and I voiced over the tutorials for them. I got paid a couple bands for it though. Excellent. I went all out too. When I was doing voiceovers, I had like a grandma comforter bolted into my ceiling. I had a thick shag carpet that went all the way around my room. I had like sound panels everywhere, like actual sound panels, not just foam. I was into it. I still remember the 10-hour streams from last summer. Bro, it was fire. 5 days in a row streams. That was an Adderall prescription, okay? I don't have that anymore. That's a regret as well. So I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac, and when I was taking the Adderall prescription, I wasn't taking that much. I was taking 5 milligrams a day, which is not a lot if you know anything about it. And I felt like my heart rate was too high, and I was just like, I thought it might be related to. I mean, obviously Adderall does make your heart rate go higher, but I wasn't taking a lot. And thinking back on it, I probably should have just like not mentioned it, and then got better health. You know, lost some weight, started working out. That probably would have fixed it. But no, my stupid face had to go to my doctor and be like, hey, I think my heart's kind of not doing well with this. And then they were like, you got to go to a cardiologist before we put you back on it. And that's just too much work. So I'm good. Five milligrams, I take 10 times that or more. Yeah, I just have an addictive personality, so I knew. Like amphetamines are dangerous because amphetamines are so adept at triggering neurogenesis. It can completely reshape your brain for the better or for the worse. So if you're taking amphetamines and watching, you know, porn and all this kind of stuff, you can reshape your brain in disgusting ways. So I knew that I wanted to have the boost that amphetamines gave me, but I didn't want to risk it. So I tried to make sure, like, when I took it, I was doing a proactive activity. That way my brain would be more adept at, like, those types of activities. And I just, you know, that's something you have to be very careful with. By the way, how's your sister? Last time I caught you the stream, she was having some problems. Yeah, she went to the hospital, and that kind of messed up my sleep schedule, just because the adrenaline rush of having to get her there and everything like that. Well, she's doing fine now. I actually haven't talked to her in a couple days because she's been out of the house. What's that equal to in cocaine? I have no clue. Because the other problem with like amphetamine, we're going down another drug rabbit hole. But like I like to talk about drugs in an educational way, and just like from a very like scientific point of view. So like the problem with amphetamines and like giving them to kids is they're putting kids on like 15 milligram, 20 milligram, 40 milligram a day, and you're going to run into neurotoxicity very quickly. Anything past 10 milligrams a day, you're going to be suffering from neurotoxicity within months. The more you take, obviously, the quicker it happens. And then you're just going to get to the point where you have zero empathy because your dopamine receptors are just shot. And without the Adderall or amphetamine, because there's different types, you're just not going to have any motivation to do anything. So if you keep it at like 5 milligram, 10 milligram a day, you're in the safe zone. You're not pushing those receptors far enough to the point where like you're just zapping your brain, but you're getting all the benefits of neurogenesis. That's actually proven that you can reverse ADHD, well, ADD, because it's all encompassing now, through correct usage and time and good habits. It's all about that neurogenesis, baby. You can achieve the same thing with like a microdose of, the psilocybin. Produces the same effects. So hopefully over the next couple of years, psilocybin starts to get decriminalized / legalized in a lot of different states, and people can start experimenting with that because I think it's really beneficial. Is it DMT? I don't know if DMT produces neurogenesis. DMT is... I know you can microdose it, and I've done it myself, but not for like beneficial purposes, more for just like scenic purposes. I would go on nature walks and sip on it, stare at trees. DMT is essentially concentrated psilocybin. It's very close. Very close. The chemical structure is like one molecule off, but they are different and they produce different effects. You see Mike Tyson shroomed up on his podcast? Too funny. I've seen a couple clips of him. Yeah, Mike Tyson's, he's a beast. He's a man. He's a man above all men. He's crazy. I have not tried peyote. Yeah, Mike Tyson's crazy. From what I understand, the 5-MeO, like the toad and DMT, are similar but different experiences. Like the toad apparently sends you to God himself, and it's just like, it's more of like a feeling rather than a visual experience, whereas DMT is a very visual experience. Disorientingly visual. Hopefully none of you guys out there smoke salvia. Alright, salvia is bad. Don't do salvia. If you're gonna do salvia, you might as well just do DMT. Alright, DMT, if you smoke it, it produces the same side effect as sleep paralysis. So you're gonna have this trip, but you're not gonna be walking around your house and punching walls and jumping out of windows. Salvia has a very similar effect to DMT in a way, but it doesn't put you in sleep paralysis. So you're gonna be jumping out of windows. Don't do salvia. That's the message of the day. Salvia is DMT's evil cousin. Don't do it. Not worth it. I can't believe that used to be legal. Salvia used to be able to like go to a vape shop, well, whatever a vape shop was back in the day, smoke shop, and just buy bags and bags of it. That's ridiculous. And mushrooms are illegal? Come on. I'm not saying you can't have bad trips on mushrooms, but you know what's going on. If you take a lot, the only time I've ever seen people have bad trips on psychedelics is when they mix marijuana with the psychedelic. And I'm not talking about like, you know, a little bit of a, you know, couple puffs. I'm talking about like they would sip on a vape pen like it was the last drink in the entire world. And every single time that happened, they would have a bad trip. I turned into a crawfish and was dancing with the other crawfish. Nice. Very insightful. Yeah, I think it's a good thing to have like a rule set for tripping. I do agree, Drew. Obviously, there's people like, no, free love, baby. Just go with the flow. No, be in a safe place. Be with people you trust. Be in a good mindset. Yeah, like, and also that's not like a golden rule for me. Like, you don't have to be in a good mindset. You know, You can go and if you go into it understanding you're in a bad mindset and you go into it wanting to figure out what the root problem is, I think you're going to have a healthy, constructive trip. It might not be the easiest trip, but I don't think you necessarily have to be in a good mood in order to have a good trip. I'm in New Mexico. Peyote is dope. No pun. John Crypto, you still awake? Yes. Yes, I am, brother. Brother man. Liked how short the trip was. Longer trips scare me. Yeah, in a way. They don't scare me. They just suck now. Like the come up's fun, come down's fun. Or not the come down's fun. Come down's usually crappy, just because my jaw hurts. That's about it. Hey man, do you usually trade only BTC and Ethereum, or do you trade alts with ABCs? I trade alts from time to time. If the right setup happens on KDA, I'm willing to take an ABC setup on that. And I'm trading LTC as well. What state am I located in? Good old VA, Virginia. Originally from New Jersey, New York City. Yeah, Texas is a good place. I might move there in the future. Who knows? Having an ego death in public, I don't think would be the best experience. Ego deaths have like one of two outcomes, in my opinion. Either one, you are like, oh, we're in a simulation. This is all just crazy. What is life? And then the other outcome is we're all connected. Every single atom in this universe is the same thing. You should treat it the same. Every single person you look into, it's like looking in a mirror. Those are the two outcomes, in my opinion. Someone's at my door. Is it the police? No, it's just DoorDash. Not my DoorDash. Must be my sister's. Who are you barking at? What were you on to get that ego death? 2 tabs and a 2-liter GB of marijuana. That's good, Drew. I'm glad, man. Because having to face that alone, it's a tough cookie, dude. Gabriel, hi from Mexico. Hello. I don't think it's fun usually, especially the first time. Most of the time, because the first time you don't give up. I mean, that's the key. Is just give up. You have no control. Just let it happen. Once you understand that, it just kind of flows. And you'll just bust out with a big smile. Whoo! He's such an angry man. So angry. Come here. Come here, I'll hold you. Come here. This dude. He likes his couch. Fish is too big for the lap nowadays. If we're in the couch, yeah. But he can't really fit on my lap in the chair because he's just too big now. He's just too big. He's a big pug. Very muscular. Ooh, robo tripping. That's not. That's. I haven't done it myself, but I know a lot of people that have. It's just not. I don't think that's healthy. Apparently, get a lot of shadow people. That's not fun. Shadow people aren't fun. Yeah, so you said use market conditional rather than limit conditional. Is there a reason? The setups that I take are real time. So when we have an ABC, once we are above the A, if we go back below it, I'm instantaneously entered. I don't wait for it to go down and then go back up and retest. It's instantaneous. So I can't use a limit. Technically you can, but I feel like you're asking to miss a trade. Upgrade my monitor from a 60 hertz 1080p to 1440p 165. Dude, the first time that I went from a 60 hertz monitor to a 144 hertz, I actually almost fell out of my chair just from like the motion sickness of it being so smooth. But obviously you get used to it. You ever hear of Delsum? Another cough syrup that makes you... No, I have not heard of it. Overall, what's going on? How you doing? Good morning. About your entrances, is there a reason you take the high take the high/low instead of the candle close? Everything I do is real time. The top of the trend is the top of the trend. That's where price action decided to stop, not the candle close. And then if you start involving candle closes, which one do you choose? The hourly candle close, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the 6 hour, the 12 hour, daily, 1 minute? Which candle close? So everything I do is real time price action. Absolute tops, absolute bottoms. What is the price at the current moment? I'm not looking for candle body closes. You a gamer, Sky Knight? So if you're not gaming, obviously I think it's just like quality of life, and I think eventually every screen out there will be 144 hertz. But if you're not gaming, I'm not gonna say you won't tell the difference, because your computer will feel faster because it looks faster. But there isn't as much of a necessity for 144 hertz if you're not a gamer. I'm using limit conditional to trigger after price makes higher high, and then takes limit order when it breaks back through the entry, so I can get entries while asleep. Not sure if this is bad though. As far as I know, that would instantly enter you into a trade if your limit price was below your trigger price. I'm pretty sure I tried that in the past, but yeah, me and my buddy would just unlock tier 5 Legion on on DMZ, and we've been doing that. Any mission that involves going around the map, like in its entirety, seems to crash the game. And so we're kind of stuck on a mission right now, and it's just kind of like luck if it crashes. I used to game a lot, but I spend more time doing things that will help me in the long term. I'll start gaming again if BTC hits 60K. I feel that. I don't know if I said it on yesterday's stream, but Best Buy passed me up on the Geek Squad position, so I just applied for a seasonal role. Hopefully, if I, put in a good enough job, they'll keep me. I just want something to like wake up to every day. It's just being your own person and having no reason to wake up. Not working out, dude. I play chess, but I won't say I'm a chess player. I'm not quite excellent at it. I'm trying to get platinum camo for assault rifles. So far I have 6 out of 8 guns gold. Yeah, I got my pistols platinum, and I got pretty much all of the assault rifles gold except for like maybe one. Not sure. Is Samsung best monitor buy? Dude, I tell you right now, if you want a future-proofed monitor, get the Alienware OLED. I'm sure there's gonna be other OLED screens that come out later on, but is this it? No, this is it. All right, it's expensive. Don't get me wrong, it's $1,300. All right, but for what you get, I think it's plenty of good. Okay. Is the FreeSync cheaper? Yeah, the FreeSync is on sale for. Yeah, okay, that's $200 cheaper. But it's an OLED monitor. It's 165 hertz. It's an ultra wide. It has a crazy good response time. Yeah, really good monitor. OLEDs are expensive. So I think $1,200, $1,100 is a perfectly good price for what this is. Fantastic monitor if you're in the market. You're making good money and still want a job? Wow, that's something I can't understand. It's like, old people that have good retirement. You just need something to keep you active, keep you up, keep you going. I've been lonely for like 3 years now. It's not like the simple fact like, oh, I need to go find like a woman. All right. That will happen when it happens. There's no real pressure in my mind for that. It's just having coworkers to go talk to, interacting with people on a daily basis. I know retail's not awesome. Doesn't have the best reputation for that. But I can get along with pretty much anybody. Except for when they call me racist for no reason. Had that happen. It's just my sleeping schedule can't ever stay on track. I'm gaining weight. I have a very hard time with self-discipline. So having like an overarching thing that pushes me to go to bed on time, wake up, do all this stuff. It's a mindset thing. That's all it is. And I don't want to be pulling money out of crypto, especially during a bear market. That as well. My bills aren't that crazy, but all money counts. The Samsung Odyssey G9 is awesome, but the problem is that's like a 49-inch monitor. Not a lot of people need that. And it's not OLED. And when you have, and I believe it's still 1440p, so all those pixels, the pixel density gets skewed. So it has a lot of pixels, but they're not close together. So it's not that good of a resolution. I feel like 34-inch ultra wides are like the sweet spot. I get like if you're a person that likes racing simulators, Samsung Odyssey G9, perfect choice. But if you're not into racing simulators or anything like that, I think the 34-inch OLED will come work better. You can come work for me, Kite. Can't find a good helper. Are you in Virginia, Richmond area? What job? I want to email you. I think I could help you out, even possibly outbuy you if you need a part-time gig. Yeah. There's something to do, man. And like obviously I got nothing else to do. So I mean, that's the problem. Like I feel like I kind of got gypped. I feel like Geek Squad had a chance. I feel like I'm like every like white chick ever. If you only knew my worth, you know? But I like, besides the streams, which obviously having a better sleep schedule, everything like that, it would help the streams as well. That would be like my full commitment. I'm not out here partying, you know, so that would be what I do. I would do a good job. Whatever it is, no matter how medial it is, I'll do an awesome job. Just, that's how it works. What monitors for business and work, not gaming? I would say two options, either 1440p, 144 hertz, which you can usually get for a decent price. Because once again, the larger the resolution, the more screen real estate you have to work with, and you can fit more windows on the screen, and see more of a web page. So you can either go with like a 4K, you know, 60 hertz. I have a 4K 144 hertz, but it's a gaming one, and I know they're coming out with them cheaper and cheaper every day. This monitor cost me $2,000, so that's definitely not a good price. But like stuff like this, you know, picking up a 4K monitor for like $200, that's a 70 hertz refresh rate. That's not too bad. But definitely the sweet spot would probably be 1440p, 144 hertz. I not spell monitor. This one's 169. I would definitely go for like a 27-inch. So $150 to $200. Good price. And that's kind of future-proofing. Like I said, the 144 hertz isn't necessary if you're just working, because you're not really having a lot of fast-moving objects on your screen. But the mouse cursor moving, if you test it out and you see the difference and feel the difference, that's where like you would make that decision. So I would go to like your Best Buy or something, already plugging them, and just test out, see if they have some that you can, you know, mess around with. What about charity work if money isn't a pressing issue? That's true. But at the same time, like I said, obviously I'm still holding on to a lot of Bitcoin, and I don't want to withdraw that Bitcoin to pay for my bills, especially at a loss. And you can only get a max of $3,000 off your taxes per year with capital losses, which I already claimed some of that because it was last year you could actually do that. So I would like to make money to help with my bills as well as that. That way I just don't have to pull anything out of crypto, period. Got 12 inches of snow last night. Just finished trading. Futures made $700. We gotta plow snow now. See you later. Thanks for stream, Kite. See you, man. That's awesome. Good on you. Fedcoin, what's going on, man? Are you buying for hold at these levels? Yeah, 16.3K was one of my buys. I bought a little bit higher. I think I bought around bought around this low over here. Yeah, I bought like at 19,000. So that was pretty much my 16.3K buy. But I won't be buying and holding any more coins until we hit 10K. Don't start selling masks or reflective shirts. Doesn't work out well. Take your word for it, man. I'm looking for a grad job. I'm getting rejected left and right and center. It's brutal out here. Yeah. That old cliche of you need 5 years experience to get an entry-level job. You know? It's ridiculous. You try programming? When I was in high school, I tried to learn like JavaScript, and that was gonna be like my first coding language. It speaks to me, but at the same time, I could just found it hard to continue with it. BD, what's going on? I gotta go drink some more liquids. I haven't bought any more Coca-Cola. Trying to sip the lean. By lean, I mean water. And like my brain just doesn't crave water. So like I have to force myself to go fill a cup full of water and chug it. Keep my life force. Got a job at Planet Fitness. It's cool, free membership. That's not a bad idea, actually. I might look and see if they got any jobs. Maybe seeing other people work out might actually make me want to do it. I got pretty far with JavaScript. And by far, I mean I was able to make stuff. I was able to make like interactable 3D web pages. Like geometrical shapes. That was about it. Which doesn't sound that cool. Alright, just finishing off shoveling a few tons of road base for my driveway. A few tons, dude. It's out of a can, so it makes it seem like you aren't drinking water. Are you telling me to go buy Liquid Death? It's the most crazy branded water ever. Liquid Death. You mean Liquid Life? Going for them hydro massage and the tan. And some. Wait, they have sensory deprivation tanks at your Planet Fitness? I wonder if they got those at mine. I've been paying for a Planet Fitness membership that I don't even use. I should go there and check it out and see if they got it. I'm always too scared to go back there and be like, hey, can I use the hydro massage? It's just a weird concept to me. know if I can, like, sparkling water also sucks. All water sucks. Why is the problem is like, I wish. What's that analogy? Plato's cave, with the shadow puppets. I wish growing up, my mother never exposed me to Coke. I wish I never knew that it existed. Life would probably be so much better. My insulin sensitivity, primo. I'm trying to think of other things. My health, primo, because then you get it. Coke sucks. Coke sucks, but it's also too good. I don't understand. I'm just gonna turn into my old man. Start chugging down Diet Coke. All that aspartame just filling up my lipoids. What are they called? Lipoids? Lipids? Fat cells? I've never had a Mountain Dew slaps. I'm not a big fan of like the regular Mountain Dew, but I love Code Red. Code Red's awesome. And I like Mountain Dew Black. Is it black? Pitch Black? Yeah, Mountain Dew Pitch Black. I like that one too. I think that one's like a grape flavor, maybe. Flavor that is. And obviously Baja Blast. How do you manage your trade? My trade management sucks. What do you mean by management trade? I get into the trade and I be patient. That's my management. That's the simple answer. Obviously, there's so much that goes into the psychology of being patient, quote unquote, because there is so many, like there's so much emotions that bubble up. You know, like I'm in this long trade, and if I didn't have a short setup, I'd be going, what if it dumped and I didn't get my short? Stuff like that. And once again, with psychedelics, you just got to give up. You don't control this. You got to be patient. You got to wait. There's nothing you can do. The market has to show you what it wants. I had a pallet of Liquid Death delivered a few weeks ago, roughly 2,000 cans. Sheesh. That's a sheesh moment. That's a sheesh moment right there, dude. If someone, I would be so screwed. All right. If Coke sent me a pallet of Coke, that's game over, guys. I'd turn into Nikocado Avocado in like 3 weeks. Mark my words. How do you trade small accounts? I find it hard to grow. Look at the percentages, not the dollar amounts. I know it sucks, especially right now. Right now, trading sucks. Quote. Just because you're not seeing a lot of movement to the upside in terms of like your account balance. But right now, I've been steadily hanging around $1,000. We've already withdrawn $2,000 of profit off the account, so we definitely made our initial investment back. So during the bear market, I'm just glad that my account is holding steady. And obviously, once things start moving to the upside or trending heavily in a certain direction, that's when we'll make money. Once again, it's just about being patient. Then the best thing is to stay disciplined and not enter FOMO trades. That too. That's why you gotta just force your perspective, stay on a higher time frame. Don't fall for the siren's call of the lower time frames. Do we even lift, bro? No, I don't. I probably would have killed my sister. All right. Like, my sister's like 90 pounds at best. And that was a struggle. I could have killed her. She would have been fine. And I would have been the cause of her death. I need to start lifting. Are you going to watch POW? Where do I go to watch that? What time does it happen? I like Coke, but not the liquid one. I'm not going to say same. Adderall's awesome. It's close, but no cigar. $1:30 Eastern, so about, what, 2 hours? I'll potentially hop back on stream, but I'm not going to promise that. So once again, I woke up at like 11:37 p.m. last night. So I've already been up for 12 hours. 12 hours exactly, actually. So I'm definitely getting tired, and by 1:30, I'll definitely be. But I might hop back on just to force me to stay up a little bit longer. That way I can maybe wake up around like 1 a.m. tomorrow. 1 hour left for POW. What do you... No, because in 1 hour, it's going to be 12:36 a.m. or p.m. And then 1 hour after that, 1:30 EST. Can you suggest me a good laptop, Kite? I'm not really well versed on laptops. That's not a bad one. It's got a 3050 Ti, which you're not really gonna be doing much gaming on a laptop. I don't know if you are or not. You do need a somewhat powerful graphics card on a laptop or good APU, just for the system to run better. Ryzen 7 5800H, which is obviously the laptop variant. The 5800X is a very good processor. I had it myself in my PC, so I know that one's good. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit toned down because it's in a laptop. You can't produce as much heat. It's got a 1080p. That's the only thing that I think... Obviously, it's a 15-inch screen, so 1080p is not bad for a 15-inch screen. But laptop, if you can get a 4K laptop that has similar specs... let's look for 4K laptops. Like 16 inches is good for a laptop. That one's got an i7 3050, 16 terabytes, 1 terabyte SSD. That's not bad. A little bit pricier. It has similar specs. I'm not expecting the i7 to perform much crazier, but it does have a 4K screen, and with a laptop, you want as much screen real estate as possible because you don't have a multi-monitor setup like here. And the only thing that you would really want is expandable storage. Can you add an additional... Because I would figure most laptops, like there's just like 4 screws on the back of them that opens up the storage bay and access to the DIMM slots for your RAM. And if you can buy like a cheap M.2, which I'm assuming most laptops use M.2 nowadays, and you can get a pretty affordable M.2 drive. Like right here, 2 terabytes for $150, 1 terabyte for $80. That's going to be a lot cheaper option than buying a laptop that comes pre-installed with a lot of memory, or storage. I shouldn't say memory. But yeah, this seems good to me. If I was to buy a laptop, this is a pretty good option. If you can look something in that ballpark. And of course, if you like Apple, you can look around for MacBooks. You can probably get one used for a decent price. I'm just not a big fan of Apple. I feel like they charge too much, that's all. I need a new laptop. I accidentally wiped Microsoft OS and now I have to use Tails. You could just download Windows again. What are you doing? Kite, how do I pick up women's? Just say no. There you go. Call me Andrew Tate. I don't care. That always works. Just say no. What I hate about MacBooks is you have to upgrade the storage space. Picking up volatility again. A little bit. Not too much. Well, you just might have to reinstall it. You might have to go to a computer, or I mean, you can use Tails. Go to the Microsoft website, download the ISO for Microsoft to a flash drive, boot into the BIOS, use the flash drive as your boot device, and then it will go through the setup, and then you can select your hard drive as the installation. They only give you 256 gigabytes on a MacBook? What? We're just not in that world anymore. You need I would say 2 terabytes is the sweet spot right now. All right, I got 6 terabytes in my computer. All right, but that's because I'm downloaded a whole bunch of video games and stuff. I would say like 2 terabytes will last you a very long time. But 256 gigabytes? They put that on the iPhone now. Why is a laptop got the same amount of space as an iPhone? But I was shooting my shot, and as soon as she sees my Android phone, she said, "I'm not interested. You like a bro. Get yourself a Z Fold, dude. All right, you pull out a Z Fold, they know it's expensive. All right, I technically still own one, even though I lent it to my cousin, and he's using it, which I probably should get that back soon. But there's Androids are just as expensive as iPhones now. Now, obviously, there's some Androids out there that, yeah, you could be called a broke person. But also, if you're trying to go after a girl that cares about you having an Android, ain't worth your time, dude. I have made a vow that I will not upgrade my phone for like 6 years. This is my new phone. All right, I will never put a case on it. I've I've had 4 phones that I have bought out of my pocket. And every single one of them, I have not put a case on, and I've never broken one. That's not true. I have broken the Note 8. But it was just the back glass that got broken. That was a very inexpensive fix. I like Neil deGrasse Tyson's take on it. You know, like in the military, you do so many, you know, repetitions holding a weapon in so many different ways. Because if you drop your weapon, you're dead. All right. If I drop my phone, I'm dead. This is my life right here. Just break it in half. So, and especially this phone here. This is the iPhone 13 mini. This is like the size of an iPhone 4. All right. If you have a phone that you have to palm with your hand, all right, maybe you need a case. But then that just makes it even bigger, so you're probably gonna still drop it. But this phone's never getting dropped. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and be like, guys, I broke my phone. I dropped my phone. My computer can handle up 128 gigabytes of RAM and a gazillion gigawatts of HD SD storage space. You have the S21 Ultra and she's still calling you a broke person? Kick her in the kneecaps. Not financial advice. You know what you should do? You should have her pull out her phone, swipe up so it goes to the multitasking thing, and then go, where's your close all button? You have to swipe out of every single individual app one by one. How does iPhone not have a close all button yet? That makes no sense to me. Android's had that for like 8 years now. The close all button is clutch. Because I'm like a grandmother, dude. I don't close my tabs when I'm out of them. I leave them open. I got like 1,000 notifications on my phone. I got Google Glass. Sup, girl? The Google Glass was so bad. Like, if they could put that into a contact, yeah, that would be awesome. But having that stuff on your face, that's a no for me, dude. And I'll tell you, like, the real reason why I have an iPhone is because my car works better with it. That's it. All right. So like in the Mercedes, it has a big screen. If you're using Android Auto, it only fills up 60% of the screen, and then it has a black bar that says Android Auto. With the iPhone, it takes up the entire screen, which I like. That's why I got an iPhone. Battery life on this sucks. The only thing I like about it is the size and how it interacts with my car. That's it. Other than that, there's nothing like crazy about an iPhone. Africa, what's going on? Good afternoon. That's because Apple users are smarter and we manage our devices better. You're human like the rest of us. I don't want to hear it, dude. I don't want to hear it. Most people don't realize they have applications running in the background. It's by new. Repeat the process all over. iPhone also better privacy than others? No, like that used to be true, but it's just as bad nowadays. It's like back in the day, like you really couldn't get a virus on a MacBook. That's because people haven't coded viruses for MacBooks because PCs are still the dominant thing. But as time goes on, Viruses are now out for MacBooks. iPhones can be hacked. Obviously, they had that court case where like Apple would not unlock a phone for the police, which I think that's awesome. I think that's a good move by Apple. But the Nexus 6 by Google, you can install pretty much anything you wanted on it. I forgot the operating system that I installed on the Nexus 6. Yeah, I forgot what it was. But I had a completely different operating system. New iPhones are supposed to have USB-C because they're getting sued in the UK for it. I don't know if they're getting sued, but if they don't change it, they will. Which I agree with. Everything should use USB-C now. Just makes sense. The reason why they don't want to switch to USB-C is because now they can't charge out the ass for their chargers. Which laptop brand would you recommend other than Apple? Asus. They're obviously more expensive, but I do think they are the hardware is good. And HP, I think, is a good consumer one. I haven't had much experience with laptops. I've only owned 2 laptops in my life, and that was a Toshiba laptop, which was complete ass, and an HP laptop. But if I was to buy a laptop nowadays, I'd probably go with Asus. Will I buy the upcoming iPhone? No. Like I said, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of buying a new phone every single year just to buy a new phone. Nothing new is coming out on these phones that warrants me buying another one. All right. The only good thing that has happened with phones in the past couple of years was phones upgraded to 120 hertz screens. That's it. That's it. Everything else has been null and void. Battery life isn't getting better on most phones. All right, because that's more of a software issue. They just keep getting fatter. All right, keep getting more gigantic. But you're gonna have an iPad in your hand. The cameras aren't awesome. The cameras are good. All right, but they're lying to you. Like, I think Apple advertises like 28, 48 megapixels. That's not true. No way. This camera right here cost me $3,000. And it didn't even come with a lens. And that's 48 megapixels. I can take pictures of the moon. I can take pictures of the night sky. My iPhone can't do that. And they go, no, but they added the 50x zoom. You can get pictures of the moon. No. It's a blurry mess. There's nothing new coming out on phones that makes me want to buy a new phone. I'm going to keep this phone for at least like 6 years. Ain't no doubt about it. What's the next move for BTC, you think? At the moment, it looks like we're going to have another retest to the downside. Just because we have an ABC. Obviously, if it pumps the upside, I'm happy I'm in a long. But it looks like it might want to dump. took a pretty good photo of the Milky Way with my phone. You guys send me that picture. My email. It's in the description of my account. I want to see it. Like, you just can't achieve a good aperture. Like, if you want a good, like, astrophotography picture, you need, like, a 1.4 aperture in order to capture all that light. And you need, like, a 30-second exposure. The iPhone just can't do that. But all right, guys, we've been ranting for an hour and 30 minutes. I appreciate your time today. Like I said, I might hop back on to watch the POW thing, which we have never done before. Yeah, that's about it. Got some good short setups on Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin. Also on the SPY as well, kind of, which is already kind of working out. So we got everything set. Got the bot set up to take the trades. I don't have to watch the chart anymore, and we're gonna proceed on to another day.
I know that sounds crazy to you.
I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you soon.
You beings are eons away from discovering light travel.
According to a man who lived on our planet,
Davitola,
Einstein,
appreciate you, man.
nothing
Hit me up.
can travel faster.
Let me know what that offer is. Definitely interests me. Harvey, cheers, man. I'll see you soon as well.
Can accelerate to the speed of light because its mass.
They keep adding more cameras. Yeah,
Nothing about entities already traveling at the speed of light or faster.
starting to look like a spider. Later, brother. You. Is that a Letterkenny reference? Yash, peace out, man. You change your logo? I like that. I like that purple. I can't quite tell what it is. If it's like a cat or a gnome, I don't know what that is. But I like it. I like it a lot. Misa, you have a good day as well. Don't weave us. I don't want to get liquidated alone. You shouldn't get liquidated. Don't do that. Africa, peace out. Alright, guys. Let's do the thing. Move on with our days. The way that I got this set up now, I mean, it's pretty much... Oh my goodness. I messed it up. I done...
Why did you want to come to our planet?
Well, I've been here many times before.
I feel like this is weird.
But what brought me here?
We've never done this before.
Your curiosity.
Sideways.
I've never been to a Class BA-3 planet before.
Bye!
Early stage of evolution. Future uncertain.